Hey Raghunath, tell everyone about our Patreon community.
Sure, Kastuba. The Wisdom of the Sages Patreon community is an incredible online yoga resource. If you like the type of yoga wisdom and culture we share on the show, then our Patreon community is a great next step. This is a listener-supported podcast, and any level of sponsorship will unlock a wide range of live and archived classes, talks, and even workshops.
Raghunath teaches, I teach, and we have a host of other excellent teachers on topics ranging from yoga philosophy, asana classes, storytelling, Ayurveda, kirtan, cooking, meditation, and a lot more.
We even have an incredible online Bhakti 12-step recovery group.
So if you want to check it out, go to patreon.com/wisdom of the sages.
All right, let's get it on.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Live from the Govardhan Eco Village in India. This is Wisdom of the Sages, a daily yoga podcast with your host, Raghunath, and co-host and senior educator at the Bhakti Center, New York, Kastuba Das. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to India. Welcome to Maharashtra. That's the state we're in, and the Govardhan Eco Village. We're here live with a bunch of students. Not all of them are here because most of them are getting their Mendi done. But it looks like the ones that are here, the ladies that are here, already got their Mendi done. There's a big wedding. One of our Zoomers getting married in a couple days. Vicky from Cyprus. And you might know her because she was on the show once and she talked about her hometown in Ukraine getting completely leveled. And here she is here, found love, and they're getting married. We're looking forward to going.
Today's the Mendi party for it.
Today's the Mendi party. All ladies get together and decorate their hands, arms, legs, feet.
I walked into it on mistake, actually.
It's a whole party going on.
I had no idea there was such pomp and pageantry and all of these things.
Snacks, pageantry.
Music, the whole thing. It was a big party.
Check out Mara's. Check out Mara's. Mara's hands look great.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you like it. You get a tattoo, Mara. I'm actually in a little grumpy mood.
All right.
That doctor came by today. Mara, what do you think about that?
It was mostly good.
I got to lose weight. Doctor said.
Okay.
Wrong wrong cholesterol's high. The other cholesterol's low. That's bad. What else did he say? There's one other thing.
Fatty liver.
Said I have a fatty liver. I was insulted. Guys, come on. Am I that bad? He says, yes, you are. He says, yes, around the tummy. I was like, all right, okay. Now let me examine you.
Let's see how good your liver is.
Doctor, let me see your liver. Anyway, it basically means I got to do what I need to do.
Okay.
And I've got this hernia thing I've got to get looked at.
All right.
You got to get surgery.
I got to get surgery on my hernia.
Okay, Raghunath.
Yeah.
Could be much worse. This could have been much worse.
Yeah, I could have said you're dying. I get it.
I actually said this was a good time because there's nothing like actually wrong yet, but that you're borderline and all of these things that, basically if you get some more exercise and clean up your diet a little, that everything will resolve itself.
I was like, he said something also pretty funny. He goes, like a lot of the intellectuals that live at the ashram here. He goes, I don't tell them to exercise. I just tell them to eat less. I go, are you saying that I'm not intellectual? You just run more. Little backhanded. What do you think?
No,
not at all, Raghunath.
Exercise. You're a yoga teacher.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
he's here to help you.
Yeah. Craig DeGace, who said he had 2 hernia repairs. Easy peasy. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I sort of left a little distressed.
Let it go, Raghunath.
I don't think you should be.
Yeah.
And then he says, stress stresses me out. And he says, that's not good for my cholesterol. It's not good for my hernia.
Good for your thyroid.
It's not good for my thyroid.
Yeah.
That stressed me out. His diagnosis stressed me out.
You talk to Gita Priest. She's going to help you with the thyroid. She's going to help you with the liver too. She's really good with all this stuff.
Oh
We'll
no.
take
Then
care
of
of you.
course Christina Om Namo Shivaya is giving me astrology advice, which I do not want to hear right now, Christina. It's the last thing I want is astrological reasons why I'm unhealthy right now.
All right, well, let's
Even the planets are working against me.
Uh,
I can exercise. What can I do about Jupiter?
well, there's yantras, there's
Mudras,
mantras,
mantras,
there's
jewels,
gemstones.
gemstones, perhaps.
Yeah, all kind of things.
Okay.
All right, let's loosen it up. Let's lighten it up. You're going to be okay, Raghunath. We're all here for you.
Okay.
Ultimately, you're Krishna's devotee, so he's looking out for you. Lord Shiva's protecting you.
And Lord Shiva too. Okay.
You're going to be okay.
What, do you ever get your blood panel taken?
It's been a very long time.
All right, it's time, man. You're turning
You're
57.
flipping it on me here.
2 weeks. You're probably a wreck.
Actually, I thought that I had an appointment lined up at the Bhaktivedanta Hospital. My wife had lined it up, and then for some reason she
Just go there
canceled
that weekend, our day off. Go there.
Anyway, let's not talk about this on the show. Let's
I think it's
let's
important,
kinda-
Kastuba.
All right. Anyway, is that our nugget for today? Take care of your health.
That's our nugget.
Okay.
All right.
Mara, do we have any announcements today?
Yes, we do. The microphone. We have Bhakti recovery meetings today. The men meet at 1, the women meet at 2. Tomorrow evening, we have an asana class with Michelle Berger for our Patreon members at 6:30 p.m. And I think there's still spaces for our Italy retreat in June 27th to July 4th if people want to come. Go to our website, wisdomofthesages.com, and click the events tab.
Oh, Henry's coming to that. Braj Bihari is coming to that. I think Braj Bihari's wife is coming to that.
Yeah.
Amarananda. Let's get Amarananda.
He should come.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people from last year have already signed up. If you didn't sign up, you got to put down a deposit or else we don't hold your spot and we replace you with anybody else, okay? And we don't want to lose your spot. So if you did show interest, you got to put down a deposit. WTS Italy at gmail.com. All righty.
You ready?
Yep.
You'll be okay?
Are you taunting me now?
No, I'm not
You know I'm having a
taunting.
hard day.
I'm trying to be gentle and
Okay.
checking
What do you
in on
need?
you.
What do you need? The mantras? You need the secret mantras?
That mantras would be a good place to start.
Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayat. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is our very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the Supreme Lord Narayan. Unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, to Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and to Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nasta prayeshva badreshu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in classes in the Bhagavatam and by rendering service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome in the heart will become eradicated, and loving service to the Supreme Lord, who is praised with transcendental songs, will be established as an irrevocable fact.
Feeling better already.
Om Gyana Tamanandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chaksuran Milatamtena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my teachers are opening my eyes with a torchlight of knowledge. I offer my obeisances at their lotus feet.
Yeah.
What's up with our red glare today? Do we have a red glare? Reading for the Srimad Bhagavatam, Era.
Canto 5, Chapter 3, Text 4.
Text 4. Okay, you ready, Kastub?
I'm totally ready to get into this.
All right.
We've got this, what's happening now is Lord Vishnu appeared.
Lord Vishnu appeared.
Very pleasing to see.
Very lovely.
Very satisfying. It was like you could imagine they were feeling waves of ecstasy, and then they just started to express their heart. These priests were very interesting. What they have to say here. This is the Bhagavatam, so the priests aren't just. They're actually feeling a little embarrassed. A little embarrassed. It's kind of like you just showed up. This is incredible, but what are we asking you for? We're here on behalf of this king who wants a son. That's what we're asking for. We could be doing a lot better than this. They're thinking, right? We could be doing a lot better. Let's hear what they have to say.
Okay. I don't know. I'm screwing around. The priests began to offer prayers to the Lord, saying, O most worshipable one, we are simply your servants. Although you are in full Although you are full in yourself, please, out of your causeless mercy, accept a little service from us, your eternal servants.
Okay, let's hold it right there. What do you think they mean by although you are full in yourself?
Meaning you don't need anything.
We don't, yeah, what we're
You're
giving you,
completely good.
self-sufficient,
Self-sufficient.
Atmarama, what we're making offerings to you, but you don't really need them.
Yeah,
You're complete.
you're complete.
Okay.
To do that. The priest began to.
We are not actually.
We are not actually aware of your transcendental form, but we can simply offer our respectful obeisances again and again, as instructed by the Vedic literatures and authorized acharyas.
Okay.
Seems that there were Vedic literatures back then.
Well, the Veda is eternal, right?
I know, but they were spoken, so it seems like there was other books laying around.
Well, or when they use that term literature, maybe
they mean just info.
that info.
Yeah.
Okay.
Materialistic living entities are very much attracted to the modes of material nature, and therefore they are never perfect. But you are above the jurisdiction of all material conceptions.
All right.
Your name, your form, your qualities are all transcendental and beyond the conception of experimental knowledge. Indeed, who can conceive of you in the material world? We can perceive only material names and qualities. We have no other power than to offer respectful obeisances and prayers unto you, the transcendental person. The chanting of your auspicious transcendental qualities will wipe out all the sins of mankind. That is the most auspicious activity for us, and we can thus partially understand your supernatural position.
Okay. So this is the priest saying, all these Vedic ceremonies and rituals, they kind of play a purpose in life, but really you're beyond all that. Someone can't know you through that. We can only really know you, but when you reveal yourself to us. But the chanting of your auspicious transcendental qualities, that's like super potent, right? That means hearing Bhagavatam, right? Chanting that, reciting those things, hearing those things.
Where were you reading today about chanting? Importance of chanting. You were reading
The story of Ajamil.
Oh yeah, we were reading the story of Ajamil.
Okay.
That's later in the Bhagavatam.
Yeah, not too far off. We'll get there this year.
They were saying even if you're chanting while it said like falling off a ladder, slipping, powerful benefit, just chanting the name. Then we were reading again.
Yeah, the story of Haridas Thakur also referenced the Ajamil story. It was a Krishna miracle.
It was a Krishna miracle. We read Ajamil story, then we read the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it came back to the same idea of, because he said the same thing, which was the potency of the holy name is so powerful, we don't even get it. Like, we don't even get what bad chanting does, what to speak of pure chanting.
Yeah, it was like even if you just say the words not referring to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but you say Narayan because someone's, Ajamil's son is named Narayan, or
the Ramada Inn, the Ramada Inn Airport Hotel.
You were reading
benefit.
Harinam Chintamani. That's what you were reading that today?
No, we're reading Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Those in the Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Text 6. O Supreme Lord, you are full in every respect. You are certainly very satisfied when your devotees offer you prayers with faltering voices, and in ecstasy bring you tulsi leaves, water, twigs bearing new leaves, and newly grown grass. Twigs bearing new leaves is a nice offering. This surely makes you satisfied.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, this is nice because you see the context of why this is being spoken about is because if you go back to the ancient tech, the 4 Vedas, it's all about these rituals, elaborate rituals, to please the devas, to please the gods, to get the things in this world that you want. They're saying, you know what? We've got this whole elaborate setup here. We're these fancy priests with fancy mantras and fancy rituals, but really you're complete in yourself. Anything that we offer you, you don't really need. But you know what? You're so special. You're so kind. You're so sweethearted that if someone just offers you little things like some leaves, some water, some twigs, some grass, and if it's done, he says here, right? He says if it's done with faltering voices, right, in ecstasy, in other words, if someone's heart is deeply touched by you, if they feel genuine sentiments for you, that's what actually moves you. It's not all this fancy stuff. They may offer a twig, but if they're doing it with a faltering voice, with real love, that's actually what moves you. So
It's
this
like
is
a child picks up like a pine cone. Here, Daddy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, a pine cone. I'm
That
gonna
was a
save
good one
this."
too.
Same type of thing. We're like we're thinking like we're offering something really wonderful. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
come on, I'm the Supreme Lord. I've got everything. I own everything anyway. But
Yeah.
merit.
Why don't you read the commentary on this? Text 6.
Text 6. One does not need great wealth, education, or opulence to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Well, that's good. Check those boxes. If one is fully absorbed in love and ecstasy, he need only offer a flower and a little water.
There you go.
Speaking of love and ecstasy, we had such a nice kirtan last night.
Now here you go. We're
We
cheering up
were
already,
just
right? You see, we're feeling. You see,
What?
You're reading a little Bhagavatam. The grumpiness is going away. You're right back in that ecstatic kirtan now. Let's
Oh
hear
man,
about it.
did you hear our ecstatic kirtan coming back yesterday? Clapping our hands. We sat right. That was so fun, and we just the whole way back just clap, sang, and danced until we got. I didn't even know where Mara went. At one point, I was like, we lost Mara somehow in the ecstasy. She just floated off, got into a golden airplane, and then we went right into Prashad.
I was standing with Radha Swami and Gauranga Prabhu when you all passed by.
Oh, were you?
That's right.
Where you saw us pass? Where were you standing? By
the Govindas over there.
Oh wow!
And as you were going by, Gauranga Prabhu, Maharaj was kind of caught up in a conversation. Gauranga Prabhu was looking over at all of you, and they were like, it was nighttime, and they were singing this melody, and they're clapping, and they're making unique sounds.
Yeah.
Like to accompany it, like animal sounds or something like that. It was different, but it felt right. It felt spontaneous.
Felt
and
right.
Good. Yeah.
It was spontaneous. We were all joyful. We were all dancing, and it was completely organic.
Completely organic. And Gauranga Prabhu, who's a very dignified,
sophisticated, next level,
impressive, born and raised in Saraswat Brahmana family, like the real orthodox.
He's one of these guys. I really want to be friends with him. We're really cool. He always says hi to me. I've just got nothing to say to him, nothing to offer him.
I think you offered him something last night because he just looked over there and he said, "This is most extraordinary."
This is most extraordinary.
He was just analyzing it, like
he's like an analyzer.
This is a very powerful unique manifestation of the mercy of God descending on these
gross
people.
Manifestation of bhakti in such an
inappropriate
way. Yet somehow.
He really liked it. Oh, he liked it.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
If one is fully absorbed in love and ecstasy, he need only offer a flower and a little water. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Mara, you don't know this verse. Patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit, or water, I'll accept it. The Supreme Lord can be pleased only by devotional service. Therefore, it is said that the Lord is surely satisfied by devotion and nothing else. Quoting from the Gautamiya Tantra, the Haribhaktavala states, Tulasi dala matrena jalasya kulakena va vikriniti svam atmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsala. Sri Krishna, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, sells himself to a devotee who offers merely a tulsi leaf and a palmful of water. The Supreme Lord is causelessly merciful upon his devotee, so much that even the poorest of men can offer him a little water and a flower in devotion and thus please him. This is due to his affectionate dealings with his devotees.
You know what happened? Remember what happened yesterday, Raghunath?
What's that?
Do you remember what happened yesterday?
What happened
I
yesterday?
didn't mean to stump you or anything.
What happened? Barely. What happened?
When was yesterday? What?
What? He's losing it.
so, so Radha Swami just spontaneously popped into the class that I was given and started telling a story. And he told a story of a very special devotee
Oh, yeah.
of Krishna, whose name was
Kolavecha Sridhar.
Kolavecha Sridhar. So Krishna, this is a story worth telling, I think. All right.
Tell.
So, and you can also
Kastuba's
tell.
getting into storytelling a lot lately. I've noticed.
Am I? I'm sorry.
That's the word on the streets here.
Okay.
I like it too. I like
Let's
it
tell
too.
a story. You can also participate in the story.
That's okay. You tell this one.
Well, okay. Well, the story is talking about, it's a story from Chaitanya Leela, not Krishna Leela, Chaitanya Leela. So this means Krishna comes in another form. He comes in the mood of Radha, right? But he comes as a devotee of Krishna, Sri Chaitanya, right? Who is the founder of the lineage that we follow. It's this particular form. It's Krishna in his most merciful form, right? And so in his youth, you know, as he got older, he began to manifest the mood of Radharani very prominently, you know, pining for God with devotion, singing devotional songs with tears in his eyes, and like this is saying, voice faltering and all that. But when he was young, he manifested more of the mood of little Krishna, which is very
Naughty.
There you go. And so it's said that Sri Chaitanya, he used to, you can still go to the place where he lived. Have you ever been to Kolavecha Sridhar's place?
Yeah.
It's not far from the Jagannath temple there
Yeah.
in Navadvip. And beautiful, it's so beautiful. It's, you know, just it's a kind of like a beautiful field out there near the banks of the Ganges River.
Mm.
And as a boy, he would go to Colavecha. Now, Colavecha means.
What does it mean, Colavecha?
It means-
Oh, it means banana leaf.
Yeah, he's the banana salesman. Like
It's
banana
like
leaf
basically he's selling sand in the desert.
salesman. So pretty
You know
much,
what I mean?
yeah.
Pretty much. There's tons of banana trees everywhere.
Yeah.
He's cutting them up and selling them to people.
Kind of the
He's-
leaves, yeah. You make, because they use them as plates there, right? They're big leaves, and they make nice plates. Sometimes you form them into a little cup. So he would sell banana leaf plates.
Eating off a banana
cups.
leaf is one of the most
So
pleasurable things I've
nice.
done in my life.
So nice, isn't it?
Great. You
Yeah.
just leave it there. You throw it for the cows to eat. They're happy. You're happy. Earth is happy.
Yeah.
Banana trees. You got to cut them down anyway every season.
There you go. So that was his job. That was his livelihood, and that like like you're saying, there's probably no money to make. You sell it. You can hardly sell it for anything. Still, whatever little he collected, he would give half of that, you know, in
To worship the Ganga.
to worship the Ganga, to worship Ganga Devi. And so he's living in complete poverty in a sense. He had this little hut. It had holes in the roof. He had practically nothing. And young little Sri Chaitanya would come. Now you have to imagine, he's in the form of Chaitanya, but this is Krishna himself. So he's incredibly beautiful. He's incredibly adorable. And as you mentioned,
Naughty.
he's very naughty. He loved Kolavecha because Colavecha loved him so much. But Colavecha didn't know that he was Krishna. All he knew was he's so beautiful.
He couldn't understand why he was so attracted to
Ooh.
this being.
Particularly because the being was just constantly harassing him.
Yeah.
Right? Out of love, he was harassing
It was
him.
sort of teasy love.
It was teasing.
Tease in the same way like a boy teases a girl or a girl teases a boy.
Yeah. Sometimes I tease you this way, Ron. It's
But it's
entirely
loving.
out of
I know.
love. It's
I know.
entirely out of love.
I think my thyroid's aggravated because of you. Actually,
If you would only understand that it's being done with love, your thyroid would be healing.
Raghunath's dying of high cholesterol because
That's Kastuba's fault.
Kastuba's in love.
So he used to come and tease him. He would say, you look at you. You are so greedy. You know, he said, I got nothing here. What are you talking about? No, look at you. You're charging too much for these banana leaf plates. You know, I've been sent by my mother to buy a few plates, and you're charging me too much. He's like, well, what are you talking about? My price is the lowest possible price. I'm getting practically nothing. No. I can see, right? Maybe everybody else doesn't get it, but I see exactly what's going on here. You're posing as you're in poverty, but actually you have a secret treasure, right? You hide it from everyone. You're like some kind of miser. He's like, what are you talking about? I swear to you, I don't have any. No, you do. You're charging too much. Someday I'm going to reveal to everyone what your secret treasure is, and then everybody's going to know who you are.
Prabhu, you're revealing it right now. This is the treasure of bhakti.
This is treasure of bhakti.
Kolavecha Sridhar, the treasure of bhakti.
He did. And Sri Chaitanya would say, and then he would just say, and I'm not paying your price, and he would steal.
He would steal.
And so, you know, like that when he would come every day and do that. He'd come every day, right? Colavecha doesn't have any idea that this is Krishna, but when he sees him, his heart is so moved by him. Even though he's being harassed, he can't help but feel overwhelming feelings of love for this beautiful little boy. But then some years later, Sri Chaitanya revealed who he was to his followers, right? It was called the Mahaprakash. It means the big revelation, right? And at that time, everybody's being blown away. Yes, this is it. You are Krishna. We get it. And then he started calling for Kolavecha Sridhar, right? Bring Kolavecha Sridhar here. The banana guy?
The banana guy, you want him? Bring him forward. The poor guy, poor banana guy.
Yeah. And then Sri Chaitanya revealed to him that I'm your Lord, I'm Krishna. And he's bowing down and tears are coming from his eyes. He's overwhelmed with waves of ecstasy. And he said, ask from me any boon that you want, right? Ask from me whatever you want. You know,
Mara, what would you say?
Mara?
You get Lord Chaitanya showing his Mahaprakash. You got whatever you want. Here's your boon.
Here's your boon.
What would you like?
What would you ask for, Mara?
What would you ask for on the spot?
I don't know. I already have so much.
Oh,
that was a nice thing to say.
I'm already the number one caterer in Columbia County. I can't ask for that.
Yeah.
Got a great electric car. I got that.
It's like pure devotion or having my own planet. What would that be like?
So Sri Chaitanya is asking him, take a boon, take a boon. He's like, I don't want to ask anything from you. Take a boon. What do I need?
Take a boon. Hashtag that one. Take a boon.
And so then this is what you know what he said?
What?
He said, okay, if you insist that I take a boon, then all that I ask is that for the rest of eternity, every day, that rascal little boy will come to me and haggle with me over the prices of the banana leaf plates. That's all I want.
That is the boon.
Right? That's all. I just want to see you. I just want, yeah.
Lord Chaitanya right there should have like, okay, give me him. Took it right out of his hands. No.
But it's a beautiful story that's illustrating the point that we have here. It's really, he's not after anyone's opulence. He's not after, there's nothing that can be offered except that love. And when it doesn't matter how dirt poor you are, it doesn't matter what the material circumstances are. Right? That's all he's looking for. Not aristocracy, not fancy prayers, heartfelt prayers, right? Heartfelt expression of love. That's what moves him. Through the chanting of the name, it becomes our yoga method, especially.
Doesn't mean if you have means, you shouldn't offer that as well.
No,
you know, we've seen people do very beautiful, regal pujas and elaborate worships too. It's also very nice, regal and elaborate. Alrighty.
All right.
Where are we at,
Text number 7.
Text 7. We have engaged in worship with many things and have offered sacrifices unto you, but we think that there is no need for so many arrangements to please your lordship.
Okay, there you go. We're doing all these fancy things, but that's not what makes a difference to you. Read the commentary to this one, please, Raghunath.
Text 7. Commentary. Rupa Goswami says that if one is offered varied foods but has no appetite, the offering plate has no value. In a big sacrificial ceremony, there are many, many things accumulated to satisfy the supreme personality of Godhead. But if there is no devotion, attachment, or love for the Lord, the arrangement is useless. The Lord is complete in himself, and he does not need anything from us. However, if we offer him a little water, a flower, and a tulsi leaf, he will accept them. Bhakti, or devotional service, is the main way to satisfy the personality of Godhead. It is not a question of arranging huge sacrifices. The priests were regretful, thinking that they were not on the path of devotional service, and that their sacrifice was not pleasing to the Lord.
Okay.
Text 8. All of life's goals and opulences are directly, self-sufficiently, unceasingly, and unlimitedly increasing in you at every moment. You are unlimited enjoyment and blissful existence itself. As far as we are concerned, O Lord, we are always after material enjoyment. You did not need all these sacrificial arrangements, but they are meant for us so that we may be benedicted by your lordship. All these sacrifices are performed for our fruitive results. They are not actually needed by you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Hmm?
Yeah. Sometimes people people look at the rituals that we do and they say, "Well, why are you doing this? God doesn't need your stuff." It's true. He doesn't. Right. Here, they're saying we're doing it because we want material results. In a pure sense, one makes these offerings because it's our way of cultivating devotion within our own minds, within our own hearts. But as they're saying,
People say, why do you even have an altar? God's everywhere.
yeah,
The forest is my altar.
right.
The ocean, the waves are my altar, Kostuba.
Okay.
Well, if God is everywhere, he's also on the altar.
There you go.
I like that one. God's everywhere. Can he be on the altar then?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
The whole point is through meditating on God in the altar, it's meant to give us the power to see God everywhere.
There you go.
It's meant to give us the ability to see God in all different manifestations.
So on the altar, we put pictures of Krishna.
We start there.
Helps our focus. Put pictures of people who introduced us to Krishna. Helps our focus.
Okay.
Right? Put holy items that connect us with Krishna. Put that on the altar as well.
Okay.
Right?
Keep it sacred.
And that gives us our house as a little. This is my sitting place. This is my meditational place. This is my focus place. This is my happy place where I go when things are getting crazy outside. I come in here, and this is my spot.
We're talking about this today in our class. It's shared discussion,
Mm-hmm.
But like we have very, very busy lifestyles nowadays. Most people, it's hard. It's hard to find time for spiritual practice. It's not uncommon for people to say, "I don't have time." I don't have time for any kind of spiritual practice. But the fact is, even if with real sincerity, we make a little time, right, exclusively for the practice of bhakti, maybe it's 20 minutes in the day even. Maybe we really sincerely don't have time. Maybe we're not wasting time watching Netflix and doing other silly things. Maybe we are really locked down heavy. You make 15, 20 minutes of time that I'm going to use this time and with sincerity, right? I'm going to study Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm going to hear Bhagavad Gita and contemplate the meaning. I'm going to spend 15 minutes with concentration chanting Mahamantra, on my japa beads. And then what you do, you take what you get from that. You take what you get from that, the feelings that you have. You take what you get from the ideas that you contemplate in that time, and you bring those into your world, right? Into your world of your occupation, into your family duties. But now you're doing them informed, colored by, informed by these ideas and these sentiments. That can be enough to begin to transform your life. That can be enough to begin to that my work and my responsibilities are not distractions for my spiritual life, but they become my spiritual practice, right? Informed by this small amount of time that is exclusively for the practice. You begin to use that to transform all of the rest.
Like that. You're good.
All right.
You're good.
You're
good.
All right.
All right, text 9. Oh, Lord of Lords. What's the Sanskrit to that, Kostuba?
Lord of Lords,
Lord of Lords.
Nata.
King of Kings. Lord of Lords. King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and he shall be
Ever and ever.
forever.
Here it is. Parama Purusha.
Parama Purusha.
O Lord of Lords.
You are the high of the high.
of the
enjoyers,
controllers, or enjoyers.
Yeah. O Lord of Lords, we are completely ignorant of the execution of dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Right? These are the 4 goals of life. They say your dharma, your work, your getting your desires fulfilled, and ultimately your liberation. The process of liberation, because we do not actually know the goal of life. You have appeared personally before us like a person soliciting worship. But actually you are present here just so we can see you. You have come out of your abundant and causeless mercy in order to serve our purpose, our interest, and give us the benefit of your personal glory, called Upavarga liberation. You have come, although you are not properly worshipped by us due to our ignorance. Text 10. O most worshipable of all, you are the best of all benefactors, and your appearance as saintly King Nabi's sacrificial arena is meant for our benediction. Because you have been seen by us, you have bestowed upon us the most valuable benediction. Dear Lord, all the great sages who are thoughtful and Dear Lord, all the great sages who are thoughtful and saintly persons incessantly recount your spiritual qualities. That's what we're doing right now. These sages have already burned up all the unlimited dirty things. Haven't done that yet. And by the fire of knowledge, strengthen their detachment from the material world. Haven't done that yet one either. Yeah. Working on it. Working on burning up the dirty things of this world inside me. What is that? How do they put that? Burned up all the unlimited dirty things by the fire of knowledge. Thus, they have attained your qualities and are self-satisfied.
Nope.
What?
We haven't accomplished these things either.
No, yes. Yet, even for those who feel spiritual bliss in chanting your attributes, your personal presence is very rare.
In other words, for people that are even more advanced than us, it's rare for you to pop in on them like this.
Yeah.
But somehow, we don't know why you've been so kind to us that you've shown up here.
You know, our listeners can't hear this, but that Mendy party is going off the charts upstairs.
I know.
They've got refreshments. Even the guys crashed it, I think. They're partying, they're chanting super loud. I can hear them from here.
Maybe we should get them to come down at the end when we play
And
the
dance.
music and dance around and show their Mendy.
Drop their Mendy chips everywhere. Mendy flakes. Mork and Mindy. Okay. No one got that joke. 12. Dear Lord, we may not be able to remember your name, form, and qualities due to stumbling, hunger, falling down, yawning, or being in a miserable disease condition at the time of death when there is a high fever. We therefore pray to you, O Lord, for you are very affectionate to your devotees. Please help us remember you and utter your holy name, attributes, and activities, which can dispel all reactions of our sinful lives.
You know what this is going on here, Raghunath? This is like an awakening, right? It's an expression of like we're waking up and we're seeing things in a new way. You know, like these are priests that are used to doing like kind of fruitive, materialistic, ritualistic activity. And they're standing before Lord Vishnu and everything is they're beginning to see everything in a new light and they're expressing it from the depths of their hearts. You know, it's actually really, to me, it's one of the most fascinating things, like that moment, you know, of awakening, you know, like hankering for that, wanting that, or even like the kind of steps that, you know, the different steps that we take in spiritual life where we realize something deeper than we understood it before. Like, I think that's a really special thing.
Well, yeah.
There's a painting in the Metropolitan Museum. I forget what it's called, but it's a painting of Joan of Arc.
The Awakening.
I don't think
Something
it's called
like
The
that.
Awakening, but it's her awakening moment.
Right.
You know, and it's a very beautiful, moving painting. You know, there's a painting. My favorite painting of Sri Chaitanya. It's not that widely distributed, actually, but it shows him. It shows him in a moment of awakening. You know, like as the young Nimai Pandit, you know, having that awake where he has awakening of prema, you know, in him.
for the artist to capture that.
Yeah, it's a special thing, and because that's what should be driving us, right? Like, what's my next level of awakening, right? I hear
It's not
this
just
stuff-
like awakening. Now I'm a spiritual person. I was a lump of coal before, and now I'm like really enlightened.
yeah.
It's gradual, and there'll be different like
But gradual,
levels.
but leveled, right? Like
Yeah,
where a person realizes, okay, no more of that for me.
that's over.
Yeah,
That part of my life's over.
yeah.
I mean, there are definitive ends of chapters of our material life. Well, I'll never do that again. I
Right.
can say for sure I'll never do that again. That part of my life is dead. Thank God it's over, buried. It's like you're moving to different levels.
Yeah, and that experience, coming to that next level, it's a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Yeah.
It's something that we have to be careful that we don't become lazy, but like in a sense be looking for that next step and be striving for it, be focused on it,
Mm.
and by the grace of the Vaishnavas, by the grace of Krishna, achieve it.
It's really the grace of association. And I think this is the greatest part of this training that's going on, Wisdom of Sages training, and the 300 is you have no time for Maya. There's just no time for it.
Right.
It's like, we got you going all day long and night. Everyone, I'm trying to get away from it. They're still chanting upstairs. I'm doing a podcast. Leave me alone. And I can hear these guys chanting through the walls. And then, of course, then you got a little time off. You want to get into some, want to get scrolling. The internet fails. And then next thing you know, okay, I'm just going to put my phone away. You end up taking some photos. A couple saints walk by, take photos of them. Then you're eating prasad, that's sanctified food, cooked food, do some Ayurvedic treatments. That's like the worst Maya you get into. You get some worse Maya you get into is you get some Ayurvedic treatments slathered up in oil, but they're all devotees, and there's pictures of Lord Vishnu. Matter of fact, before my Ayurvedic treatment, you have to say a prayer to Dhanvantari.
There you go.
You have to sit there in a towel praying to Dhanvantari. You can't escape it here. So what happens is you become absorbed in it. And two things will probably manifest. One is, I got to get the hell out of here, because that happens sometimes. Or this is such a high, and it starts lifting you without you even knowing it. And you don't even realize it. It becomes like a new normal. And then what happens is you get shot right into your airplane. And then they say, put on your seatbelt, start taking off, you start getting peanuts or whatever it is. And you realize, like, what just happened to me? And I'm about to go back to my old life. How can I keep that? Where is it now? So you give a taste of 24/7 bhakti, and it becomes almost like living in an ashram, where you get that there's no downtime there's no time for Maya, to invite Maya in, and it becomes a real good high, and it sets the bar high for us, and it gives us a taste, some type of strong spiritual samskara, and it keeps us wanting to come back.
Thank you, Raghunath.
Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Okay.
I had a moment today with Radhanath Swami.
Did you?
Yeah.
You gonna share with us, or just
He drove by on the car and he stopped right where I was. And because he couldn't bow down because he was on like the golf cart thing, I bowed down and I just put my little head on his foot. Maharaj.
Thank you, Raghunath.
And that was it.
Sharing
He's
that
going
intimate
home.
moment.
He's going. And I don't know if we're supposed to say, but we just said it. Anyway, we had a sweet moment.
Very nice. Would you like to read the next verse?
I can't even hear you, man.
Would you like to read the next verse?
Oh, yeah. I thought we were talking about secret stuff. Okay. Text number 13. Dear Lord, here is the great King Nabi, whose ultimate goal in life is to have a son like you. Your lordship, his position is like that of a person approaching a very rich man and begging for a little grain. Maharaj Nabi is so desirous of having a son that he is worshiping you for a son. Although you can offer him any exalted position, including elevation to the heavenly planets or liberation back to Godhead. My Lord, please protect me from desires. Ever pray like that? Please protect me from my desires.
Yeah.
Oftentimes our desires are going to cause us all types of hell. Hell on earth. Hell's real. Been there, done that. Right? You got to be careful what you desire. Matter of fact, if you're on this plan, the Wisdom of the Sages plan, it's the refinement of desire. That's what we're working on. You're not going to get rid of desires. You are by nature one big desire, it going out in all different directions. You see that? I popped my glasses off my head. But what am I desiring? And so we refine what we desire. We start to desire things will actually fulfill us. In the same way, a drug addict desires the very thing that's going to kill them. Desires the very thing that's going to destroy their family. Desires a very thing that made them lose their job, right? We're refining our desire to that which we know will actually fulfill our heart.
It's a very interesting type of prayer that you're describing, because in one sense, we can think of all of our thoughts, all of our desires, all of these wishes, all of our fantasies. In a sense, they're prayers, right? In a sense,
right?
Paramatma is right there in the heart, monitoring all that information. Is that what you want?
It's a heart monitor.
Is that what you want?
Paramatma is the heart monitor.
Heart monitor, yeah.
You want that, huh?
Indwelling
Sure.
monitor, right? And so, is that what you want? I can offer you that.
And that's your prayer, and it's your meditation.
And you know, actually, in those kind of things, we can meditate very deeply, like with the type of absorption that we may have trouble meditating on in our yoga practice, right? Like, what I want in life. Oh, if I could just have that. Oh, and we think about it all the time, and it's just like kind of you go deep in your mind into it, you know. So then, if we reach out, saying, you know, dear Lord, in my heart, I know my mind is saying all kind of things to you. You know, I know my mind is like registering all these desires. Those are not my desires, right? Those are desires that have been implanted in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I don't identify with those desires. I know that in one sense I want them because my mind's been programmed the way. Honestly, that's not what I want, right? I want you. That's all I want. You know, please disregard all those desires, right?
Lord Chaitanya summed it up really easy. There's three things that everybody in the material world wants. And the real puzzle piece, there's a hole in the heart, and that God-shaped hole can only be filled by God. But I've tried to put three major things in it. And one is followers, material value. We want people to respect us, some type of fame, like some type of like notoriety, some accolades, right? Fame, followers.
Sundarin.
Oh yeah, wealth. I forgot wealth there.
Not
So,
Dhanam.
Janam,
Not Janam, not followers.
and Sundarim.
Not Sundarim.
So we want wealth. We think if I just get that wealth, I'll be actually satisfied.
Yeah, I think, isn't it that not Dhanam means the wealth, right? Not Janam means followers.
Janam is like people. I want people.
And Sundarim?
Beautiful people. I want beautiful people. I don't just want people. I want beautiful people.
Yeah.
I want to be adored by beautiful people.
Hmm.
And we think those three things will really satisfy the heart because they appear really cool. I see someone, this person's got 5M. Ever see a person with 5M followers? It's like, what? I only have 269 followers. This guy's got letters. He's beyond numbers. He's got letters. That type of followers, right? And then, of course, there is beautiful people. We want beautiful people to adore us. That's very attractive. And then, of course, the idea of just wealth. That will solve all my problems. Oftentimes, we thought that. Oftentimes, we're at a place financially that at one point, we thought if we got to this place, we'd be okay. You're already at that place, and now you're looking for this next place. It never ends. That's the problem with material desires. That was the message of Buddha. The desires of the material world can never fulfill us. There's a God-shaped hole in the heart, and nothing else can fit in that hole. Nope. There's only one puzzle piece for that puzzle slot, right? You ever try to jam the wrong puzzle piece in the puzzle? Yeah. You look like you're about to say something profound there.
I was just pulling up that verse.
Oh.
Na Dhanam, na Janam, na Sundarim. Coveted va Jagadisha Kamaye. Mama Janmani Ishvare. Avatad Bhaktir Hoitaki Tvayi. Yeah.
Oh, my Lord, I do not desire any amount of wealth, a beautiful women, or a number of followers. All I ask for is your pure devotional service, birth after birth.
There you go.
After birth.
You nailed it. What we had there today, Raghunath?
What's that?
Why don't we end there today?
When we went there, okay, that's a good place to end. Mara, now through the course of the day, these people are going to be wandering around, bumping into walls. If you give them some healthy takeaway to take with them, they can snack on those takeaways. That can be their snack food today.
Their little goodies.
They're little goodies. They're little goodie takeaways.
Take care of your health.
There you go.
Now I'm sad again.
You are sensitive.
Shaming me
Was it she?
with your takeaways.
Away. Be absorbed in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God just wants our devotion.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing else.
God doesn't need the rituals. We do.
Okay.
Not impressed so far, huh?
Yeah,
Not so
we're
far,
gonna-
not so far.
That'll get better. Make a little time for sincere sadhana.
Okay.
Strive for the next level of awakening.
I like that. I like that. I could wear that shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Strive for the next level of
Mhm.
awakening.
Get a taste for 24/7 bhakti. You don't like that one?
I
thought you
do. I
did.
do. I nodded. That was
Nodding
a-
doesn't work on podcasts right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a nod. Yes.
Refine your desires.
Refine them.
Paramatma is the heart monitor.
I like that.
Let your work be transformed by your sadhana.
Transform your work.
Wealth, fame, and followers won't fulfill the heart.
Won't fulfill the God-shaped hole.
And
And
take a boon.
Take a boon. People, take a boon. Someone put up a funny one. Oh, hashtag you're a wreck.
See, you would have gotten sad if I said that one.
You're a wreck.
yeah, you
Well,
were
I said
upset.
about Kastuba. That's why. I said you should get your blood. Sorry, you should get your blood panel. You're probably a wreck.
Oh, Krishna.
Want to hear something crazy? He said that ghee does not raise your cholesterol. Ghee with exercise does not raise your cholesterol. Anyway, thanks
No,
everybody for joining us. We're going to end on that note. Ghee does not raise your cholesterol. It's good for you, he said. That's what the doctor said. That being said, I want to thank everybody for joining us live on Zoom. You can join us live on Zoom too. All you got to do is wisdomsages108@gmail.com. All you others out there. And I want to thank everybody here live. Harry Bull. You can join us live too. All you got to do is stalk us around the world, and you can, scratch on my window. Look at these guys. You're faking. You're clapping. We hear it. Come on. There. There they are. Everybody else is getting mended. These guys are serious about life. These guys are, for them, it's a big party upstairs. You guys understand the temporality of material existence. Any minute you could be dead. That's why you're here, and I love you all. You could be dead. They're gonna be dead, but with better looking hands than you, but a little bit more Maya. Look who's here. It's Moses. Haribo Moses from Atlanta. It was Gravy's first day. Welcome, Gravy. Shoka Krishna. Who did I say good morning to? Katie Siegel, good to see you. And Stephanie Berman, good to see you. Karuna's mom. Live from South Korea, Vishnu Priya was here. Joe Adamo. Dana Yu, the dog. Hey, people, it is time to announce Patreon.com. Kostuba will never announce it, but we need a Patreon.com fundraiser. We should have Patreon. You know how they used to have those, what was it called? On television, they would have a whole
telethons.
Telethon. It's the Wisdom of the Sages telethon. We're trying to get up to $1 million by the end of the day. $1 million.
What we got to do, we got to take it to the next level.
We got to take it to the next level, people. $2
No.
million.
I mean, you and I got to take it to the next
do.
level.
We're taking it to the next level. Rockin' Out's got gold teeth. Yes. Put your hands on the screen, people. No, we ask whatever you want to give you, whatever you think we're worth. If you think we're worth $4, give $4. Think we're worth $1. I guess $1 times 30, actually, because if you're giving $1, you got to divide that by 30. You think we're because they pay by the month. So maybe we're only
we just got to take it to the next level on what we're offering there, and then then people are going to ask you.
What
if you
more
wanna
can we
one.
give them? I'm here every day with these people.
No. In terms of the online study.
How much? You want a song and a dance? I'll do a song and a dance. Dance for your money, rockin'. Who are you texting?
Bobby.
Come on. Got important interaction
I
to
just
do right
realized
now.
something. That hernia, that's from laughing so much.
It might be. Oh my God. Me and Jiva, G Life Coaching, laughed so hard at the table the other day. All the Indians were looking over like, what is up with crazy lady tattoo face lady? I thought my hernia was going to shoot like spaghetti out of my belly button. It does. It comes out of the belly button.
Spaghetti.
Not spaghetti. My intestines look like spaghetti. I know spaghetti's not going to come out.
And they don't come out.
Yeah, they do.
No, they come out like still underneath your skin, right?
No, mine is coming through my belly button.
Get out of here.
You want to see
And
it?
then just tighten it up.
It's right here.
You want to see? No.
Really, it wasn't like that. I've got like this gigantic Audi that I never had. That is my intestines, people. And I blame Jiva for making me laugh.
Right.
Okay, people, we got to
Great day
get
for a great day.
Beautiful day. Let the magic continue to flow. Mwah!